The 𝗕𝗙𝗛𝗏 in Bolivia is the second highest plateau on the planet, and we were absolutely desperate to ride, experience and explore it. Hi there, Simon Thomas here from 𝗕𝗢𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗧, and welcome to the fourth in the series of Look Behind the Scenes, where we're sharing the info and the stories of the photographs that we've chosen for our 2021 ADV calendar. Way back in 2006, we had our very first digital camera. We'd spent some time in Argentina, we crossed the Paso de Jama, and we'd just begun to explore the Valle de la Luna, which is an incredible, almost Mars-like region of Chile and the Atacama Desert. The shot for April is an important one. Well, it is for Lisa and myself because there was a huge amount of expectation. Let me briefly explain. Of all the countries in the world, Lisa and I were excited about getting to Bolivia from 2002, which is when BMW launched the R1150 GS Adventure. One of the things they did was they created this incredible launch campaign and a brochure that was printed in the UK, and the whole thing was shot in the 𝗕𝗙𝗛𝗏 region of Bolivia. Now, the 𝗕𝗙𝗛𝗏 is the second highest plateau on Earth. The photographs in the BMW brochure just looked absolutely otherworldly, and there was one particular shot of a location called the 𝗕𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏. The brochure was incredible because at the back of the brochure there was a series of photographs with a GPS reference point for each of the locations. We kept that brochure and we used it as a way of plotting our course through the 𝗕𝗙𝗛𝗏. The ride was breathtaking. It's fair to say that the 𝗕𝗙𝗛𝗏 is one of the most incredible landscapes Lisa and I have ridden through in our 500,000 miles around the world. And it's an area that we were passionate to explore and to try to understand. From those early years of looking at photographs that seemed otherworldly in the BMW brochure for the 1150 GS Adventure, suddenly we were there. We were crossing the border, the second or the first highest border in the world. We were handing over our documents, and the entire experience, if I'm honest, was almost surreal. Laguna Verde, Laguna Colorado was, again, the best way I could describe it, it was like, I would imagine, visiting Mars. Bright crimson waters, turned pink by a microbe, thousands of flamingos breeding and feeding, a lake edged with a pristine white salt crust, and a landscape littered with volcanoes and mountains. We could have spent months up there, but the reality was that riding there was a day-to-day challenge because of our lack of energy, our lack of strength, and all that was a knock-on effect from the very thin air. The highest point we reached in the 𝗕𝗙𝗛𝗏 was 17,200 feet. Now, that was intentional. Lisa and I did just try to see how high we could go. We found a mountain, we went a little higher than we should have done, and we came back down. Laguna Colorado was incredible. We'd like to have spent longer at the 𝗕𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏. Now, this is the rock tree, that's the literal translation. This is a stone monolith in a valley, and the rock is actually carved by the wind. We'd like to have spent longer, but between lack of water, bearing in mind that all the water we were carrying had already turned to ice, and the meals Lisa had prepped in San Pedro de Atacama were all now frozen. From the 𝗕𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 we carried on to Laguna 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Stinky Lake. We took a great shot very early in the morning of both Lisa and myself on the bikes, flamingos and the lake ahead of us, mountains in the distance. We could have easily spent 2 or 3 weeks exploring the 𝗕𝗙𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏, but the weather and the conditions simply got the better of us, and it was time for us to head down towards the 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Now, we'd made a conscious decision to visit this area in the winter. Now this is August, but it's the southern hemisphere, and that was largely because we knew that the colder temperatures gave us a better chance of little to no rain. Sand, ash, mud, it would have been an absolute nightmare. But crucially, we wanted to ride out and experience the 𝗕𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓, the world's largest salt desert. But of course, salt and water, motorcycles, that would have been an acid bath. It would have been a nightmare for us and for the bikes. The 𝗕𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓 again is one of those areas that you have to go and try and ride. I could use 1,000 words and still not do it justice. Bolivia as a country was warm and friendly, but again, I cannot recommend enough. If you have the opportunity to go and explore this region, the Atacama Desert, the Altiplano and the 𝗕𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓, do it in a heartbeat. It will be the ride of your life.
And don't forget, if you'd like your own copy of our brand new 2021 adventure calendar, they're still available to order online. Just click the link below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this a like and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video.